Alright, what's up y'all, it's LakerFan here. As you can see by the title of today's video, here to talk about this game-changing slash takeover in NBA 2K23 that I have been sleeping on for the longest because it's easy blow-bys, and my impression on easy blow-bys was, if I'm a pure slasher, what do I need easy blow-bys for? There's never going to be a point in me running this because generally people sag off on me and I have to live through contact dunks. But what this takeover actually does is it opens up my wide open dunk meter for some weird reason. Don't exactly know why. Don't know if maybe the other slash takeovers are just bugged and don't do this, but I know for a fact this is the only takeover that actually does this. So what you're seeing in today's video is my open dunk meters, like literally 4 times bigger than they normally are. Now I'm gonna show literally this is gigantic compared to what it normally is. Now this is my big beef with the game in 2K23 as far as the dunk meter things have come, because I actually made a video on this. We'll pan to it in just a second after I get done showing the clips, but I've made a video on how stupid the open dunk meter is because I'll be on slash take with finishing moves and literally have 99 driving dunk, all types of finishing badges, whatever the case may be, and the meter size is super small. But with this takeover on, it's actually makeable. Now, regardless, I get kicked out of the contact dunk right there. Either way, you can see the whole point of this is that open dunks are much easier to make with the meter. And generally, there will be some times that you go for these dunk meters and you don't know whether it's going to be a contact dunk or not when you're initiating it. So for instance, this one right here essentially is actually a really good example. So I'm attacking this defender with the intent of thinking that I'm going to have to get a contact dunk right here. Where he's positioned on defense, this looks very likely for me to actually have to get a contact dunk. Now, he grazes by me just a little bit right there, and I end up with an open dunk. If I was running finishing moves, I would be trolled by this 100%. Now, when running finishing moves, this is still a makeable dunk, obviously, but it's actually harder than to make a contact dunk. It's harder for me to make an open dunk than a contact dunk. That's just how the meter works, and it's bugged in this game. But with easy blow-bys, it is not, and it allows me to attack people much more willingly with just knowing that I can get contact dunks at any given time because the contact dunks are extremely easy to time those meters. And when I don't have to fear the thought of an open dunk being the result, it allows me to literally just go into every dunk attempt with thinking I'm going to have a pretty sizable meter that I can actually initiate. So again, you can see right here, once again, shout out to my boy XO40. This is actually a matchup that I've had throughout all the years. He's a really tough player, and I ended up beating him like 22-0 right here. But nonetheless, just wanted to bring this to you guys. I'm going to go ahead and show you a comparison though from earlier in the year where I was ranting about this problem. All right, so I decided to just pull up the video that I ended up recording of this. I want to compare, and you guys can see this is with finishing moves. This is me literally jumping over someone. I'm talking literally like over their head. And as you can see, the dunk meter is pretty sizably there. It's not being affected all that much. But then you compare it to this wide open one, and it's super small. Easy blow-bys essentially makes it so that my meter sizes are not this right here, but instead are like this one, where it's even more matched to the contact dunk size, if not even a little bit bigger as well. So this is what I wanted to bring to you guys in today's video. I'm going to showcase like literally just 2 quick gameplays of me utilizing this in real time. All right, so we're going to start off with this gameplay. I do want to mention too that this takeover obviously implies more than just getting those open dunk meter sizes, but it's what's most convenient to me. Now, obviously, if you're someone who plays the game, easy blow-bys can be even more usable for you, and I hate to put this on. I really hate to put the community onto this because it's going to provoke even more of the rim run ISO of the 3-point kind of dudes who get their 3-pointers hawked too high and then they have to just run to the hoop and quick drop. Easy blow-bys probably even provokes that even more, for being completely honest. So I do apologize to those who may be affected by this as far as maybe not wanting to play against that style of gameplay, but I would be very gatekeeping, so to say, if I wasn't putting the slasher community onto this as far as the people who look to me for videos and advice on stuff like this. So anyway, this right here is the open dunk meter size on just no takeover. As you can see, it's extremely small, minuscule for that matter. And this is already a crazy thing. If you ask me, I think it's wild that on an open dunk, it should be this hard to make, but we've already had this conversation. People are like, well, then don't use the dunk meter. Just hold your X button or hold up on the right stick. Again, I understand it. It is what it is. I just go into these maybe thinking maybe I'll need it for a contact dunk. So it's the penalty I run. It's the risk I run in terms of doing stuff like that. Now, you can see on the very next dunk, I end up getting another open one. And now look at the meter size. I mean, it's literally ×3, ×4 as far as the size for it. It's so much more forgiving as well. So much more greenable. I mean, it's literally game changing. And again, for my style and what this does for me, it's huge because I can go into every dunk without having to worry about, oh, do I need to like, do I need to use the dunk meter because I think it's gonna be a contact dunk, like exactly this one right here. Again, like when you go into these dunks, I go into them assuming I need to get a contact dunk because I don't expect that I'm just gonna kind of blow by him essentially like this. I'm thinking that this needs to be a contact because he's in that area. But nonetheless, it would have completely trolled me right here. It's going to be an extremely hard dunk to make because it's an open dunk. It's not a contact, and again, these are the things I've talked about. But because of easy blowbys, it's literally just a very forgiving dunk meter. I would have missed this one 100% if I didn't have the easy blowbys on and I had finishing moves instead. And then in case anybody was wondering whether it's maybe a little bit of a decrease when it comes to contact dunks versus finishing moves, I would say the dunk meter is the dunk meter. It's going to put you in a dunk when you want it to. I would say nearly 9 times out of 10. But sometimes they're going to get kicked out of the dunks and stuff like that. But when you have really good finishing ability, when you have the dunk meter popping off, and you even still have slash takeover on in general, this is literally me still with 99 dunk when it's boosted by takeover, and gold poster, gold slithery, gold limitless takeoff, all types of stuff like that. So I would advise that if you're a meter kind of guy, that easy blowbys really is not going to see any decrease when it comes to your contact dunking ability versus finishing moves. Now, finishing moves might be a little bit more convenient for you if you just hold your X button and you hope to get contact dunks that way. I'm not sure if easy blowbys really matters if you don't use your meter. Now, for those types of people though, who do a little bit more of the rim running style, and I don't even know what I mean to say by that anymore because it's such a twisted description, but for the people who shoot the ball but don't feel like it and just run past people, I would advise that finishing moves might be a little bit more convenient for you as far as getting contact dunks out of them. But easy blowbys obviously still has another perk to it. Enhances the ability to drive past defenders, making it easier to get the rim. Literally what the whole description even says. So for the people who maybe want a little bit more of the bailout aspect and will literally just even more enhanced clamp breaker people, essentially, it's probably going to be something that's extremely annoying to guard. And I even plan to maybe try and utilize that ability when it comes to Pro-Am. I'm definitely going to be running easy blowbys though, because in Pro-Am, I've been trolling myself so much. I go against these 5 out, I go against like lockdowns while I'm running 5 out and stuff like that, occasionally when I get the slash takeover, and then I get past them because again, they're hawking me really, really high for no reason or weird reasons, and they don't rotate anybody down to me. So I go for the dunk meter, assuming I'm going to have to dunk on a rotator, or maybe I need to make the read, whatever the case may be. But because of this now, I can literally just use the dunk meter, and if people want to rotate, so be it. If they're late, I'm still going to get a nice meter. Right here is crazy. It's a crazy example of this. I mean, I can just go into this dunk, not even focused as far as like whether I'm dribbling into him or not. And while this may be a little bit brain dead, like this is a crazy dunk. I don't think I should get this, to be honest with you. But at the end of the day, all you had to do was tap his X button and he would have got it. So unfortunate for him. Either way though, I'm open, even though I didn't think I was going to be. I thought it would have to be a contact probably if I did this, and boom, open dunk. And it's so much more forgiving. It's so much more makeable, greenable, all types of stuff like that. Now keep in mind that those open dunk meters are nowhere near as easy when you don't have takeover or you have any other slashing takeover on. I tried advanced gathers a couple of weeks ago or a month ago or something like that, and I was trying to utilize it in all different types of ways when it came to slashing, whether it was doing hops, spins, euro dunks, all types of stuff like that. Didn't really find any increased ability, if we're being completely honest. I thought it was a pretty bad takeover in general, and I never even tried easy blowbys because I was like, well, why would I ever put this on as a slasher? This is what I do. I don't really get blowbys on people. I dribble to get to my finishing lanes and stuff like that, and I never really just run right into somebody and expect to hopefully get a blowby. I don't really rely on my X button. Right there, I don't even like try and get a blowby on that one because I'm not really set up for the dunk the right way, in my opinion. As you can see, like I could have just literally done a little spin into triple threat and gone right by him right there probably, and just gone to the hoop and maybe held up on my right stick. That's not really my style. I don't think it's something I like to depend upon either, so I like to at least know that I can set things up, whether it's the Euro lays, Euro dunks right there, probably not the greatest look either way, or to go for the contact dunks. And stuff like this right here that you're going to see on this possession, this isn't really what I consider a blow-by. This is literally just like, you're not getting any shrug-off animation. This is just people playing bad defense or me just playing better offense as far as getting my slashing lanes and just understanding my speed and maybe defensive positioning and stuff like that. Right here, he kicked me out of the dunk meter. It is what it is. It's bound to happen every now and then. So I'm back on defense with it. We're going to be actually playing some very solid defense right here though. You're going to see, maybe this is what people want as far as like tips on stopping rim runners. As you can see, I'm just backing off him quite a bit and forcing him to take the shots. He takes the shot and it ends up being contested. Now it looks like he's not playing D, and this is where I was talking about too. I mean, it's nice to know that no matter how I go about the dunk meter, I'm gonna be able to get either a really good window on the open or a really good window on the contested. Like for right now, I don't even know if he's playing D right here, so I'm just like maybe just running to the hoop, and as you see, then he reacts. If I would have just ran in and held X like an idiot, I wouldn't have actually got a dunk. At least that's my assumption. I don't try very often because I see it go really bad when I do it like that, and it really is the enhanced slashing ability to be able to do the dunk meter and be good with it, and that's how I use it. So to be able to be comfortable doing a dunk meter anytime that I want, it goes a long way. I know I've said it a lot in this video. I'm just really trying to give you guys the clips and just break it down and all types of stuff like that. Again, contact right there, whether it's open or contested, it doesn't matter. I'm coming out here, and anybody that doesn't have like an elite interior defender, it's just wraps for. And I could feel sorry for this in a way because I already feel like slashing was a tad bit easy for me. This is probably the easiest it's been in a long time, but it's because I feel like I also have mastered the craft a little bit. You can see I'm greening a lot of these dunks too. I'm over here like, that one was also pretty bot mode, but it's an open and I would have got trolled on it before. But to come back to my point, I could feel sorry for this in a way, but I don't see anybody else do this. I don't see anybody else come out here with 25 3-pointer and really just attack the basket in this way, or for that matter, rarely even use the contact dunk meter in general. And who would I be to be gatekeeping something like this from the people that look to me for advice and tips on how to be a slasher and maybe miss this style where maybe they don't feel comfortable enough playing on a 25 like 3-pointer build or anything like that, but now that they see that they can do this on open dunks, maybe this does go a long way for returning to that play style. But anyway, these last 3 dunks right here, he actually just gave up and just quit, so I use this as an example to like just show you guys once again, open dunk meters, very greenable, very hittable. I mean, it's crazy, bro. I'm really happy about finding out about this. Shout out to Marcus too. I didn't even shout out Marcus. I actually found out about this through a viewer, and you know, sometimes me and AK be joking about how my viewers throw out really bad advice and really bad tips and really just stupid things sometimes in the comments, but I gotta say, I've learned a lot of really cool things from you guys. And in this one, I was streaming in rec, playing with my Ben Simmons build, this exact one right here, and was playing with the stream, with viewers and stuff like that. And Marcus came into my stream and adamantly kept on telling me to run easy blowbys. I was like, why would I run that? I'm a pure slasher. What point is there in me running easy blowbys? And he literally explained to me that it made his dunk meter like way bigger than it normally is. And albeit, I was like, that sounds really stupid. I don't know why finishing moves wouldn't do that instead of easy blowbys. But I trusted him, tried it out, and boom, it went crazy. and I was under the impression, he told me that it made your contact dunks bigger, but I come to find out that it actually makes my opens bigger, and the contact dunks are kind of the same size they normally are, even with finishing moves. But nonetheless, really big information to know. Not to mention, really last thing, and we've already talked about this maybe once, but I want to talk about how important this is for Pro-Am. It's so convenient in the situation where maybe I am the press breaker, and I have, again, gold clamp breaker, easy blowbys, takeover, stuff like that. I have really good speed with ball, and my dribble moves are more catered toward downhill movement. 75 speed with ball, not the greatest either way, but when I have slash takeover on, it goes a long way for that. But my whole point, for Pro-Am, I expect that I can be the press breaker in a lot of good ways with this and utilize the other part of easy blowbys by doing it like that. And then when I get past somebody off the clamp breaker or easy blowbys, and maybe they don't have a pure lock on me, maybe it's somebody else, because it'd be really weird to put the pure lock on me when I have 2 point guards sitting on the wings waiting up the court to like get the ball. I really doubt people are going to constantly put like pure locks on me with the press break. But anyway, if I get past that person, it's now a 4-on-5, and I have one guy completely out of the picture, and now I can attack the basket with that dunk meter and with easy blowbys as far as opening my open dunk meter up as far as the size goes. I can literally just attack the basket, and if someone drops off the corner, whether they're like really early or really late, it can still be a contact dunk or an open dunk that I won't fail at making. So this takeover goes a long way. If I ruin the game because of it, sorry, that's all I can say. I highly doubt it though. You know how few people are coming out here using their dunk meter, bro? They can't even figure out a contact dunk timing in the first place, so it's not even gonna help them with these opens anyway. But that's at least my opinion and my stance. We'll see. Maybe I set a new trend in the community once again with the whole slashing stuff, but we'll see. I just wanted to put this video out though, give you guys the information that you maybe need or want if you're into the slashing and stuff like that. And if you are someone who maybe is able to shoot the ball, this could also go a long way for you too because of the blow by factor, or if you just set this to your primary and you go for the dunk meters only when you have takeover. I know it sounds kind of whack or dumb, but sometimes I do it myself too because they're very hard to make when they're actually that small meter size that opens normally are without it. So anyway, that's all for the video. I hope you all enjoyed. If you did, for to drop a like, sub if you're new, turn on noties, all good stuff. Like always, try to want 2,000 likes. And if you made it to the end of the video, put easy or put blowbys in the comments. Sports made all the way through. But anyway, that's all for the vid. Hope you all enjoyed. Take it easy, man. Peace.